how was just the wind and the conditioning feeling in the fourth quarter and overtime there? That was a lot of minutes in a row.
It was a good feeling to win. Personally, I felt good. Um, I'm trying to keep myself ready for whenever the moment is, and no, most important thing that we won.
When it's been so long since you got those kind of significant minutes, I guess what's your mentality when your number is called there in the fourth quarter? You've been sitting as long as you have.
I was surprised. That was my mentality. No, and then of course he calls me in, and I try to do my best, offensively and defensively, and try to do everything possible to help the team win.
Nico, you had a stretch last season where you didn't play, and then you ended up coming into the rotation and obviously made a huge impact over the course of the whole season with the team really turning things around. Is there anything that you can take away from last year as far as helping you deal with, having to be patient, the experience that you had last season going into this, what's happened lately?
Well, I know that in the NBA everything can change in a second, and but I think every year is different, and so what happened last year um, might not happen this year. So I will do everything possible, of course, to make that happen again. I always want to play. This, I think, is the mentality that every player has. But I'm not thinking about last year. I'm just trying to keep myself in shape, to be ready, to help the team do the right thing, winning. If it's practice, to practice as hard as possible. Try to put mostly Zion, because it's the guy who guards me the most, more in trouble, so he can get ready for the game. And if I play, I just try to do whatever it takes to win.
Hey, it's Andrew from ESPN. How much of those sessions pregame, I saw you and Sindarius and Corey Brewer really going at it the other day. How much does that help you guys? And would it, if you can, what did Corey tell you before you checked in on Sunday? It seemed like he came over there at the end of the third to tell you something before you went in the fourth.
Well, since Corey never won against me, he told me just picture myself out there and play as you're playing against me. So this is what he told me. You can ask him. That's the truth. This for sure. I'm not a huge fan of 1-on-1, 3-on-3s, 2-on-2s. I want to play 5-on-5, the real games. But this is a way to stay in shape. And what we have been doing before the games is not just with Sindarius and Corey. Jackson Hayes was there. Winion is there. Nikhil, Kyra sometimes. I'm missing for sure somebody. And all the coaches are trying to keep ourselves in shape, and for sure that helped me to be ready the other night. Maybe next time I'm not gonna play 30 minutes 1-on-1 before the game, so I might have a little bit more legs. But it works out pretty well. So if this works out, I don't know, maybe we will keep doing it.
How do you find your shot again? You haven't played a lot. Is that difficult even for a guy who that's his number one known skill, being an excellent shooter? How do you find that again?
Shooting?
Yes.
Shooting. Just shooting. I think the other night it could have been easily a 3 out of 7. The first two went out they were pretty in. I was very pissed at myself. It was, they were good shots. They went in and out. So I will shoot again next game if I have the chance to do it. And the only thing is, I know I'm a shooter, but it's not the only thing I can do. And I always think that if I have a good shot and a teammate has an excellent shot, I will give him the ball. This is, I try to do the right play, but I figured out that the other night we need to open the court, and shooting, even though I was missing shots, it was allowing us to get offensive rebound, and maybe the next action Zion had more space because everybody knew that I was shooting no matter what, And of course, I wanna score more. I wanna have better percentage for sure. But if to win, I need to shoot 1-7 every game. I will shoot 1-7 every game.
Nico, the one that went down was off a pass from Zion. He's had a lot of these games lately where it's 4, 5, 6, 7 assists. What do you think about the way he's? I mean, we know he can score the ball, but what do you think about the way he's spreading the ball around?
You know, everybody is talking about how dominant he is physically, but I think he's a good basketball player. Like, he knows how to play basketball. The thing is so easy for him to score the ball that, of course, his first thing is, I go and score. And so maybe sometimes he doesn't see certain passes, but, we want him to be aggressive as he is. But he gave us incredible looks, and it's just a matter to knock down shots when he's on the court and he passes the ball out.
Yeah, sticking with Zion, he mentioned after the game on Sunday that you're one of the people that's always in his ear whenever he comes to the bench, kind of telling him what you see. I guess what's the message you kind of share with him often, and what are you keeping an eye on when he's on the court?
I cannot tell you which is the message. It depends on the games. Maybe, I see stuff where I think he should do something that helps him and helps the team. I'm just telling him, I don't know. It depends on the coverage. It depends. I don't know. I try to share what I see, and then it's on him, to do it or not. And but I just try to help him to be the best version of himself. And sometimes I'm not able, and it's not my job. I'm not the coach. I'm just a teammate. But being outside, being on the bench, I try to be somehow part of the team, even if I don't play. So I try, to share something I've seen and try to help the team, and Zion in this case.
All right, thank you, Nico. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.